Yo, and welcome back to another episode of Hades. Happy good morning to you. Here we are running with a staff run. I haven't really decided what heirlooms I'm gonna use. Oh yeah, I've been using Transcendent Embryo lately, so I'll probably keep using that. And then I need to play on Fear 12. 4 ranks of Vow of Rivals. Make that absolutely perfect.
Farewell, everyone.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's what we're up to today. Just casual little staff run. I did equip my Arcana this time as well, so that's nice. That's gonna help me out. Your attacks hit 2 times, but use a little bit extra mana, or your Omega Special gains a power shot that deals plus 50% damage and restores 20 magic. I'm using the aspect of Circe, which is mainly a casting deal, but I can kind of get behind the Moonburst here as well. Yeah, we're also using Bird Buddy today. I guess we're not running with the kitty cat. I feel like I've been using that kitty cat a lot lately. Nope, Bird Buddy. Today it's Bird Buddy. I'm okay with it.
Ensnared.
I'm happy with it. Happy to have a floaty little bird. To be honest with you, I don't even know what he does. Bonus innate critical chance and bonus chance for resources. Nice.
I must admit, anyway, your commitment to this task of yours is greater than I had surmised. My offspring can be easily discouraged. I'm pleased to see my older brother's offspring isn't thus.
Lovely. Let's do getting a cast figured out, and I'll go for more Zeus stuff, so that way I can potentially get the double chance for lightning to strike. But first, it's always Medea. It will always be Medea first.
A tuft of wool, all to pieces.
The sorceress.
Grave soil.
Hello.
Ah, to face such cataclysmic times and all this tragedy. Truly, these are memorable nights. How fare your journeys to that cursed place the gods call home?
Eventful, in a word. Your concoctions have been broadly useful on the way. I always thought such magic focused on a single victim at a time.
Reach a certain point, and the world itself can be the single target of your wrath. Keep practicing, sorceress. We've no shortage of enemies on whom to ply our trade.
Just realized I gotta change game categories. There we go. After each encounter, get some mana. That's what we're going for. Last night I saw Wicked for Good. I did not like it as much as the first Wicked movie.
What else
I gotta
is here?
say it. The first Wicked movie had me like crying. Wicked for Good, I was like, we're going very fast. And I was definitely like emotional during some parts, but I wasn't like, I don't know. I did not think it was as good as the first one. Also, I just thought the first one had good like world building and stuff. Like I was excited to be in Oz and everything. And then like the second one, I was just like, oh, I don't really feel like we're expanding on anything in Oz. I feel like we're just doing everything in our power to get to where the Wizard of Oz basically was.
Message for me.
As fast as possible. I almost, it's weird because like there are certain movies where you're like, they didn't need to make as many movies about that as they did, you know, like thinking about like The Hobbit or whatever. That could have been like 2 movies probably. But like Wicked, I'm kind of like, maybe you could have done 3 movies for Wicked. I know there are only so many songs, but I don't know. It just felt like the second half, the second movie just went so damn fast.
Ran into big old Heracles, did you? My stepmom sent him on another labor of some sort. Got the feeling that his heart's not in it anymore. But hey, he's tough, and we could use the help.
Quick back.
All right.
Grab a little bit of quick back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was nice to get out and go see a movie and stuff, though. I went with my sister, and we ordered 40 chicken. We went to a dine-in theater, right? And I was like thinking like, okay, I'll get something at the dine-in theater. It'll be really good. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at their menu online. Looked at their menu. It did look really delicious, but it was also like extremely expensive. Like definitely the most expensive dine-in theater I've ever seen, and it's a theater, dude. You know, I worked in a theater. They upsell. Like literally in my training, it was always a thing where they were like, you need to upsell so that way we could sell a bunch of popcorn and stuff, and like, you know, try to always get them to buy more things if you can, instead of, they would like very particularly say like never say never like assume that they're done with their order, or say like they were like, be very specific with your language. I forget what it was. They were say never say like okay, and is that it, or something. Always say, and what else? And what else would you like to get? Let them be the one to bring it to that point. Which maybe is fair, because obviously, you know, if you're working somewhere and, you know, like, I don't know. Anyway, I got onto a fucking tangent. I'm all over the place. Let me get back to where I was half a second ago. I went to McDonald's. We ordered 40 chicken nuggets because it was just extremely expensive at this movie theater, and it was awesome. We snuck 40 chicken nuggets in our bag. We looked really, well, it wasn't really a bag. It was more like our pockets and stuff like that. So we looked really, really suspicious. And had a great time, and I ate a lot of candy. And to be honest with you, I feel like I still have leftover candy in my system right now. I had ooh, let me go show you actually what I had. I'm gonna go get it. It's like the first time in a while I've had candy. I got Haribo gummy bears because they're sick and I love them. And then I also got these like blue raspberry sour strip. They're just really delicious. And then I also had chicken nuggets on top of that. It was like the most unhealthy pairing of things I've ever had in my life. But, you know, I was just sitting there eating so much food, watching Wicked. It was a good time. Had a good time.
So pleased you finally got to meet your brother, by the way. Me, I have more than enough of those, but if you grew up as an only child, you could probably use one. And it's never too late to make up for lost time.
When your casts expire, restore magic. Oh, I like that. After your cast expires, oh god, all of these are good. I mean, it's Apollo, so all of them are probably gonna be good. Gummies are my favorite type of candy. Me too. I love gummies. Did you ever have mystery shoppers that would narc when you didn't upsell? No, but I did have one time where I was selling a I was selling like a soda to a lady, and I was like, you know, I was saying, she was like wondering whether or not she wanted to get like a medium soda or a large soda, and I'm like, the medium is cheaper, but you only get refills with the larges at this theater, and that goes for popcorn and the popcorn buckets. Like we weren't allowed to give them like refill mediums and stuff, and so this lady was like, okay, so it's cheaper to get the medium. I'm like, yeah, and she said, okay, I'll take a medium then. She came back later, asked for a refill. And I said, oh, ma'am, this is a medium. I can't refill this. And she said, you told me that I could. And I said, no, ma'am, you can only refill the larges. And she said, I want to talk to your manager. And I went, like she started like yelling at me and stuff. So I was like,
how many cousins I got, but you're another, eh?
I was like,
special treatment only cause me mum and dad. They asked me real nice. Don't mind the extra work.
I should, in retrospect, now that I'm older, I would just refill the soda for her because fuck Cinemark for the whole upselling thing. Because like, I don't know, like fucking they could tank that. They could take one soda, you know? I saw the back area of what sodas look like. They're bags of syrup that they combine with like soda water, you know? But it was also that this lady was like telling me that I had said something that I hadn't, and I was like, no, I told you that you could only get, like maybe she misheard me or something, but I told you that you could only get a refill on the larges, and that would be the reason you'd want to go for the large. And she said, no, I'll take a medium. I'm like, okay. So maybe you misheard me. Or maybe I'm fucking losing it. I'm losing my mind. But now what I would do is, yeah, I would just like, it's like bags of like all the soda is just bags of syrup in the back, and like they use like a little bit of syrup. The main thing that movie theaters lose money on is the tickets. Ticket prices really don't go to movie theaters. They go to, you know, the licensing costs and like the people who made the movie and yada that. It's all concessions. And they sell like popcorn. They sell popcorn, which is a food that has no like foundation to it. It's just exploded corn, and they sell that for like, you know, $7+. And then like, yeah, like soda, which is I mean, it's so cheap. Yeah, I guess where they really lose the money is the product itself is so cheap, but where they really lose the money actually is more in like the packaging and stuff like that as well, as far as like the concessions go. So, I'm a little bit like, I'd give them a refill on the medium, but that's what I would do now just to avoid some trouble. And like, she was yelling at me. She was like, give me the refill and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna go back there. And I just kind of walked away from the conversation and I had a panic attack in like the back room where like the ice machine was and everything, until my manager came up and also kind of like got on to me and was like, what's going on with this lady? And I'm like, she wants a refill on a medium and I don't know what to do. And then my manager just walked up, gave her a refill on her medium just to get her to go away. And I'm like, I should have done that. But I was a kid, man. I was like 17 at the time, so
Paid a recent visit to the springs.
it was like about 10 years ago now. That's crazy.
A good hot bath, especially when in good company.
That's maybe the horniest fucking... That is probably the horniest that Aphrodite has been in this game that I've seen. Like, she's a little bit, maybe like, I don't know, she's naked. But that's like, that was horny. That was a horny line, for sure. Anyway, I don't know.
Clean.
We snuck the chicken nuggets in. It did feel a little bit weird because it was a dine-in theater. I was a little bit worried that like other people who actually like ordered their food were gonna narc on us, because they would like look at us and be like, "Ah, these fucking jerks, they're coming in with their with their McDonald's busting out all the damn sauces, because let me tell you, I had all the sauces in this like little pocket right here. I just like pulled that shit out. I got fucking tangy barbecue, hot mustard, ketchup. I got honey. I got honey mustard. I got buffalo. I got creamy ranch. I had it all, dude. I had it all laid out, and then like I was pulling out like bags, like
Well,
plastic bags of
sorceress,
chicken
you're utterly
nuggets.
committed to the oath. As your fight remains with Lord Polyphemus, I'm to be mostly silent henceforth, though I have no wish to be rude.
I know you're here because of certain obligations, Lady Medea, so I certainly bear no ill will. Well, not to you at least, but to Lord Polyphemus, I am not so sure.
Now he's upset again. Please understand that I am not responsible for any actions that the Cyclops takes. I hardly am responsible for mine.
Now when I find you, this ought to keep you busy.
I wonder, is that the power shot that gives me 20 back, 20 mana back? Ooh. God. I got poisoned again? What the hell? Oh, that's not good. Stop it, stop it. Put me down, put me down, put me down. Baby, come on. All right.
Good night.
Whew. A little bit worrying.
And stay down. Something changed about my Chaos Boon.
Oh, we got more max health. I like that. The Chaos Boon is weird, but kind of fun. Honestly, I think that a little bit of sandwich might help in this run. Keep me topped up, especially since I'm doing more damage the more health I have. The Rift of Thessaly.
More boozes.
I don't know why I keep hoping for Sea Star like I have it. It's crazy, dude. Dude, I made, was making some rice with an egg for breakfast today because I didn't have any toast or anything. So I was like looking through it. I was like, oh, what do I have as far as like grain and stuff? Raw, I got some jasmine rice. I can just do that. And I think I like rice and egg more than I like eggs on toast. It's also, I make it different. Like if I'm gonna have like rice and eggs, I almost always make it sunny side up. Whereas usually with toast, I'm actually a little bit of I prefer to have it like scrambled. on top of my toast. Just so that way the eggs seem to like have a little bit, like, I don't know. There is an element of like, I'm looking at like my meal, by the end of my meal, if I have it sunny side up, and I'm looking at like the coated inside of the bowl, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's where a lot of my egg went. A lot of my egg is now liquid, stuck to the side of the bowl. Whereas whenever I make it scrambled, I'm like, I got all the egg. I egg maxed. I'm egg maxing, and I got all the egg inside of my stomach. So I got the most possible calories from the egg to get me through the start of my day, right? I can feel good about not wasting, like, otherwise, because I'm not, you know, like, I could go like straight up animal mode, bah, and just like lick the inside of the bowl. But I don't know. I don't want to do that. Then I gotta start like worry about wiping like yolk off my nose, or like, I don't know. I could rub it in or something. It becomes part of my skincare routine or some shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
There really is more to be done then, eh? The war with Kronos truly ended. It sure doesn't look that way from all these ships. Harpies don't seem any friendlier either.
Some must be zealots still believing that the Titan of Time shall rise again. But we're seeing to it that the threat of Kronos and Typhon can never recur. Just have to retrace my steps to Olympus as part of that process.
So then, alright. Because if what you're saying is I get to keep on flying, and I get to keep on seeing you up here, that doesn't sound so bad to me.
He's flirting with me, man.
Oh, right. We thought the war ending would mean you'd have to put away your wings. But my father's underworld renovations seem like they'll be going on a long, long time.
Guess I may need to head back to my designated spot eventually. But for now, I'd like to make the most of this. My latest work.
When you clear 7 encounters, receive a delivery of health and 2 palm slices. Yeah, sure.
Let me know how it goes.
Cheers, Icarus.
Dude, he's flirting with me, man. Anyway, what else? While I was,
New course needs to be set.
While I was making myself the rice and the egg and everything, I was looking at, like, the back of, like, the thing of, you know, the bag of, jasmine rice that I have. And, it was giving me, like, instructions on, like, how to make rice. Because, like, jasmine rice is, like, fickle, you know? It's like...
Literally, my bright son Apollo,
we got a duo,
you'd
okay.
be wise to learn a thing or two from him. Why, he is just about the best at everything. Envy of Olympus, here to greet you and to teach you, here he is.
I'm grateful for the flattery, Father. Though your fair niece is more than capable of fending for herself. Still, an extra bit of insurance from the heavens couldn't hurt, right?
So true. You could channel 30 magic into your Omega Cast to repeatedly strike foes with lightning bolts. I like it.
Lightning
because
from
I was
on
probably
high.
going to do that anyway. Spiritual affirmation. Let's go, maybe. Let's go. It's a good run. And we're talking to Circe. Lovely.
A bit of solid ground.
Onyx, welcome. How fares my marvelous Discura, little miss? I knew that you were next in line for her, though I still feel a bit emotional to see my favorite staff again. Our Lady Hecate had to do more than a bit of prodding to make me give her up.
I've done my best to wield Discura with respect, to live up to those who possessed the Witcher staff before me. And it, or rather she, has served me well. My presence here is evidence to that. Do you wish to hold her again?
Oh no, I mustn't. We had our time. Long had she grown heavy in my hands before I passed her on besides. May she protect you just as fiercely as I know she can.
Oh, that's cool. The spiritual benefit of your animal familiar provides stronger this night. Or let's just do the card divination.
Marvelous.
Pull something.
Ooh.
Lovely. We got the artificer. I don't remember what that one does. Oh, here it is. You have one chance this night to turn any minor find into a random major find. Lovely.
Little pigs.
Yeah, so, these pigs are actually Odysseus's crew, I believe. And I can only assume, as I'm gonna continue reading the Odyssey, that this little piggy right here with the, tattoo of the anchor and the very sad eyes, that this is probably some kind of a special pig or something, I think. If I beat her pigs up,
They like you.
I'm being kind of a dick. I'm sorry. I just, you know, apparently this is Odysseus's
Not on these
crew. These are
grounds.
not just,
It's too much of a mess.
oh, I can't go in? Oh, man. Yeah, apparently these aren't just normal pigs. These are Odysseus's crew. So hopefully they're happy being pigs. I don't know. If as happy as a pig we can be, I suppose. But yeah, as I was making my my damn rice, dude, I was looking at the thing on the side because I always follow the instructions on the back of the bag of rice, because like jasmine rice specifically, like I feel like rice in general is a very like fickle thing,
Lord Hermes.
you know, and like very not dependable. Like you're gonna rice is very inconsistent unless you have a rice cooker. If you don't have a rice cooker, or if you do have a rice cooker, then it becomes a lot more consistent, it becomes easier, and your life is better. But like if you don't have a rice cooker, like me, and you're just making it out of the damn pot, it is very inconsistent. And maybe you could be like a master rice maker or something. You've just figured it out. Every single time that I feel like I've become a master at it, I fuck it up like the next time that I try. But regardless, I'm following the back to pretty much a T. But it's like enough instructions that I tend to like fuck something up every single time, whether it be like putting in the rice before I put in the water. So like the instructions on the back of the jasmine rice go as such. I will relay them to you to the best of my ability now. You put the water in, you put like 1.5 cups of water in, and you boil that water. And once the water is boiling, and you can't leave it boiling for too long, otherwise the water starts to disappear and turn into water vapor, and then you don't have 1.5 cups of water boiling anymore. Suddenly, you have 1/2 cup of water boiling away as fast as can be if you're not paying really close attention to the rice. So I'm, you know, boiling the water first. The moment it starts boiling, you need to get a cup of rice, you stir that in, and then the moment that you stir it in, you cover it, and then you turn the heat all the way down so it's at a simmer. So that way, you know, you don't overcook the rice. You don't boil away the water and everything. It goes straight to simmer as soon as the rice is in it, and like the leftover heat on the stove as it's like coming down from boiling is totally fine. It's totally good. But I fuck it up every time, man. And today I fucked it up because I was looking. I did everything right, and I'm like, yes, this feels really good. And then I was looking into the pot of rice, and I was like, that doesn't look like a lot of rice. Doesn't look like a lot of rice. My idiot ass used the freaking 1/2 cup, and I made 1/2 cup of rice. So I made 1/2 cup of rice instead of 1 cup of rice, which is half the rice that I was hoping to have by the very end of the experience. I was gonna maybe like put it away, have it a little bit later whenever we're playing Jackbox, go in and be like, have a little rice snack or something like that. It's gonna be great. I made 1/2 cup of rice. and it fit the bowl perfectly. It was actually, I was worried that it wasn't even gonna be enough for breakfast, but it was enough for breakfast. It was exactly enough for breakfast, but now I got the damn problem of like that my pot has like a bunch of crusty rice at the bottom of it that I'm gonna have to like probably manually scrub out, because this is what happens whenever you have rice instead of a rice cooker, and obviously probably with a rice cooker as well, is the damn rice, once it starts to harden, and it's so hard to get all the rice up out of the rice cooker or the pot, because it's like sticking to like the side of the pot and everything. All the rice is just crusting up on the inside of the pot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like do a manual scrub. I don't know, dude. It's bad, man. My rice situation is not looking great. Now I'm sad because yeah, I was gonna have a little bit of Jackbox rice. Now I'm not having any Jackbox rice. Just having nothing. Unfortunate. Oh well, though, you know. What are you gonna do?
Acceptable.
That's why rice cookers / pressure cookers come with a rice paddle. I gotta just get one, you know? Like, this all could have been avoided had I just bought the damn like $20 to $30 to like $60 rice cooker or something. But instead, I keep buying video game DLC.
Mandrake seeds.
To be fair, this is what I do and everything, so it makes sense, but it's, you know, it's a tough thing, man. Whenever I gotta choose to have, I'm always gonna choose the video game instead of the rice cooker. And then like everything else that I have to spend in my life, you know? Like spend money on like rent and whatnot. I'm too busy paying rent to buy a rice cooker, dude. What the hell?
Something stinks. I almost thought you weren't going to show up. Leave me hanging yet another night. I mean, why not? You're so inconsiderate sometimes.
You're telling me while I've been in the underworld, you've just been waiting here night after night? What am I supposed to tell you where I'm going in advance?
That's what a real friend would do, so no, I guess not. Maybe you shouldn't come back. What do I care? Bombs away!
Woo! My one thing about this build actually is that it's very, it takes forever to get the cast off. So if I could get the Hermes boon that makes casting go faster, that might really help this build out.
I hate birds.
Dude, the casting just takes so long. It will do a lot of damage, it just is like, it's taking a really long time. Also need the Apollo one that makes, Ooh! I mean, the fortunate thing is since I haven't been focusing on that, I feel like I've really been focused on having money. I have a lot of money. I'm good on that. I mean, not money, but health. And I do have a decent amount of money as well.
Here you go.
This isn't the best money run, but a lot of health. 270 at this point, pretty good. Ooh! See, all I gotta do is like trap her into like standing in the thing. You know what? Place this here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I don't have the money. Also, still don't have anything that's giving me my mana back. That would be kind of nice.
Why don't you jump in the fire for a change? Want more? No.
Oh, bro. Nice.
But I don't want to go. I just got here.
What do you think about Trippy Shot if you run into Dionysus?
Good
Is that the
help
one that
Another golden apple.
turns his cast into a that's the one that turns his cast into a thing, right? Yeah, it turns his cast into like a mortar, or her cast into a mortar. I'm just thinking about like kind of what it does something very similar to what Dionysus's cast in Hades 1 did. And I'm trying to remember. Ooh, okay. 1 of 3 boons from Hermes in and of itself is pretty good though.
Which one would help?
Do I keep the embryo? Actually, you know what? I do gotta keep the embryo because Chaos wanted me to bring the embryo from start to finish on a run. So
I'm here.
that's the prophecy that we're going for right now. Oh, you got caught in a Venn diagram, bitch! Oh no. I feel like I actually just won an Apollo boon. That's weird. I gave up a Daedalus hammer and a Chaos for an Apollo boon? Who am I, dude?
More. That light.
Bro, these are the worst options. These are so bad. I guess I'll go for the specials, but like, meh. It wasn't worth it, man. I should have gone for the Chaos or the Daedalus, I guess. I mean, at the very least, now it's hard to say that like I should have done this instead of doing something else, because if I see an Apollo again, I will just go after an Apollo. It's like a process of elimination in a quite like literal, just kind of like
Struck down.
I have less in the Apollo pool that I could potentially end up with now, which means I'm closer to getting everything that I've ever wanted.
Let's get to work.
Tough Gain could be decent, or let's go Molten Touch, because honestly, armor can be such an ass. And anything to deal with armor is always kind of nice. I'm at the point now where I'm a little sunk cost fallacy on the Selene boon, and I know that I just said that I am a fallacious, a fallacy. Like I've just copped to being fallacious in nature, but also, you know, words exist because it's things that can be observed in human in human nature and shit. And for me to say that I am taking part in a fallacy means that I'm really just kind of taking part in the human experience. Because you've been fallacious too. okay? There's no fully rational individual. It's not a thing, man. No one has that.
Very well. Don't be frightened. Good.
Oh, I guess I could have asked Demeter to help me there. I'm choosing a Zeus spoon over a Daedalus hammer? Who am I, man? Who is this
I'm about to put you
guy?
out of commission again.
Great almighty Talos! Nah, I'm feeling like that. I'm feeling like that one guy in Whiterun right before you go up to Dragon's Reach. You know what I'm talking about. If you're a Skyrim player, you know what I'm talking about, man. Talos! And you're a Skyrim player. You play Skyrim. Skyrim's been on every platform. It's been on every console. So if you play video games, you played Skyrim, right? You've played Skyrim. You don't get to the Cloud District very often, do you? Bro, what even is the Cloud District in Whiterun? Are you talking about the area up next to the graves? Next to... Bro, I'm in the Dragon's Reach.
Probably took me for a harpy or something. Olympus, I accept this message.
The upper section in the Jarl's Palace. You don't get into the area where the... Okay, I know what you're talking about, yeah. We'll get to the Cloud District. That's crazy calling it a district. It's hardly a district. It's more just like fucking an apartment complex up in the Jarl's house. I do get up there. I'm in there. I'm lock picking all the cases with swords and necklaces and stuff, and then selling them to oh god, his name starts with a B. Balder? No, he's the general salesperson in Whiterun. It does start with a B. Bald guy, not a bald guy, mutton chops guy. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. You know? That fucking dude. Is it finally time to pick something? I guess I'll go Ionic Game.
No getting used
I
to
do
that.
need some. An Apollo! I was actually kind of hoping for the Apollo gain, but you know what? If this gets me closer to your cast expand, then that's something I'm willing to take. Oh!
We deliver.
Delivery
Okay.
arrived.
I need your casts cast faster.
Hear me.
That's what
on
I
my
need here.
authority.
Yes! Sure.
The force of fire.
Not the Apollo I was looking for. Oh, hey. Dionysus. All right.
Hey.
Hey.
Dionysus, won't you at least notify your family members that you're well? Some of them must be concerned for you.
I'm sure I'll get around to it one of these nights, baby, but we're still celebrating your success. You won the war.
Yeah.
I did not personally win the war. We stood together as a family and prevailed. I merely did my part.
And I'm doing my part right now. The others know I'm going to be fine. I just need a little space, what with all the excitement. A little space with all these fabulous guests.
God. You know, now that I look at it a little bit more closely, look at the sweat. He's got like little sweat droplets glistening all over his bulge. And like the rest of his body too. It's in his hair as well. Well, he's got like just little bits of like glow, or maybe that's like leftover water. How's he in such good shape if he's drinking all the time? That's just gods, man. That's just gods.
Any of these?
Every 8 seconds, festive fog. Ooh, this is unfortunate. You know what? I'm worry-free, baby.
All right.
All right. I'm not worried about it. I'm not even thinking about it. So if I lose a death defy, whatever. It's fine.
Look out below.
Oh. 1 second. I need to mine. Oh, that cast is so much faster. I'm so happy. That cast used to take so long. Yeah, we get that one Zeus boon that makes it so any lightning can strike twice. And then just some other stuff. It'd be so good. Oh, it's lovely to see you, Athena. Lovely to see you.
I'll not spar here.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Salute.
Glory to Olympus.
To victory. The three fates themselves are gone, Hermes has said. Our situation grows that much more desperate then. And yet, I never could depend on outside influence in my success. I trust you take no offense.
No, I understand what you mean. Kronos feared some sort of fated prophecy would do him in again, like when our fathers overthrew his rule. But if the fates no longer are setting the course of what transpires, then we shall.
We shall. For the goal of any strategy is to leave as little as possible to chance. We count only on those who prove themselves dependable, and above all, ourselves.
After you take damage, become impervious for 2 seconds. I love that one. Did you know Zendaya is gonna be playing Athena in
no mercy out there.
The new Christopher Nolan movie of he's doing the Odyssey. Dude, that's cool. When does that Odyssey movie come out? I don't really know if they have like a release date or whatever, but I gotta say, like I am a fan of Nolan movies, but but I think this is probably my most anticipated Nolan film, just because I am a little hyper fixated on the whole Greek myth stuff. So good, man. I just want to ingest as much Greek mythology media as I can. I still count myself so damn lucky to have been able to like go see Hades Town on Broadway. It was such a cool like play and everything. So good. Just about the whole story of it's mainly more stuff that was explored in like the first Hades game. But it's mainly just about like it's kind of has like 2 sections. It's like the story of kind of what's going on with Hades and Persephone, and then Eurydice and Orpheus, and just after Eurydice dies and goes to the underworld, Orpheus going down into the underworld to go like get her, and then like the whole story of like, you know, he seduces everybody with his music, and Hades is like, she can't, Eurydice can't leave, and Orpheus is like, please, and Persephone is like, come on, Hades, be a chill dude.
This should help.
So he's like, okay. Hades is, okay, Orpheus, you can take her. But you gotta walk all the way out of the underworld, and you can't turn around. Otherwise, she's gonna spin forever in the underworld, and you're never gonna be able to get her back. You get kicked out of the underworld. And then Orpheus is like, okay, I have faith, you know? And then he gets all the way to the exit of the underworld, turns around because he's like, is she still behind me? She's still there. Gets grabbed by a bunch of hands, pulled into the underworld. Orpheus gets kicked out. It's a Greek tragedy, you know? But Hades Town was cool because they turned it into this, like, they give it... Here, I'll let them talk first.
Dora. She does not remember me, not yet. But she shall. And in so doing, remember why she chose to forget me to begin with. And forget so much more.
Oh, he's talking about... This is the story of Prometheus and Pandora. She's the one who opened the box and unleashed despair and disease and pretty much all bad things on the world. Religion and blaming women for all bad things on the world.
You say she's not to blame for the failings of mortal kind, as though she could have carried such a burden to begin with. What happened? How do you know her?
That one is haunted by her past, as you can see. But it is not my place to tell you any more than I already have, lest you recall too much too quickly. All in due time, as my master would say. Talent dive.
We'll probably see that all happen as far as her getting her memory back. But yeah, Hades Town is really cool because they take that, the whole story of like Hades, Persephone, Orpheus, and Eurydice, and then they turn it into this cool kind of like Hades is almost this kind of like industrial revolution, like almost oil baron type of character, where he's like putting everybody to like work at, you know, down in the underworld and stuff like that. And like it's kind of helping, or it's kind of getting Eurydice away from this like laborious afterlife that she's in.
Turn back.
It's really good. I really like Hades Town. Again, it's one of the coolest things I could say that I've ever done is going to see Hades Town on Broadway. I really love New York, dude. New York's a great city. Big fan of cities in general. Don't know if I could ever live in one. At least not with a dog. Like Leo is, you know, it's too important for me for Leo to have like a lot of like, I want to say grazing room, but my dog, well, I was about to say my dog doesn't eat grass, and then I really started thinking about it, and I was like, no, I do have a dog that eats grass. So I guess grazing room. My dog needs room to graze in. He's not supposed to eat grass. I definitely try to make him not eat grass. I think he does it because he gets like upset tummies sometimes. I don't know. My dog has like, he's a little bit of a barf lord. I got him on a type of food that he doesn't really barf on as much now, so that's good. But yeah, my dog be barfing. I don't know. I think he's just a nervous guy. I just have a nervous guy for a dog, so I feel like he might be barfing up a storm because he's a little nervous. Ah, damn! I fucked it. Okay, I think I'm good here. And then yeah, all right. I fucked that one. Right. Get in the Venn diagram, you son of a bitch. Put him in the Venn diagram. Honestly, that would be a sick, like, if you were like a WWE wrestler or something like that. That would be like an awesome signature move if you had this kind of like nerdy, like accountant type character or something like that. I'm gonna put him in the Venn diagram. You could be like, your whole shtick is like, you're like a, I don't know, like a statistics professor or something. Kind of sounds like a sick wrestling persona. I don't know. I could see it. And then you like do like a cool move. It's almost like kind of close to like a headlock or something like that. Either that or you do it with like your legs. Are they allowed to use their legs in the WWE? Are they allowed to like Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking about it, and yeah, they're definitely allowed to use their legs in the WWE. I don't know why I was thinking about it. Like, it's not like boxing or anything. It's very, like, performative. Do you remember, like having, like, arguments with, like, people at school about whether or not wrestling was fake? I was never a person on either one of these arguments, either side of this argument, because I've never really watched, like, wrestling or anything. That's not really ever been my steez. You know, respect to those who love it and everything. But definitely there were, like, some kids who were like, no, wrestling is not fake, it's super duper real, who were just wrong because it is a little bit performative. But then you had, like, the other kid who, like, was like, it was really important to that kid that the other kid knows that wrestling is fake. And it's a little bit like, well, why do you care? Why do you care to disprove wrestling so much to this guy? I hope I'm not striking a chord too close to home for anyone. I think, you know, in both cases, you're probably just a person and you've come to like a general sense of like appreciation for like what it is, because it is like performative, but it isn't really fake in the way that like it is like they are kicking each other and like doing a lot to their own bodies for the sake of a show, you know?
What I tried.
Kind of neat.
What needed to be done?
I still don't really watch wrestling, but I do have an appreciation for it. I think it probably came from just watching, like, I watched that Iron Claw movie with Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White, and then the guy who's gonna play the guy who was in Baby Girl, and I think he's also gonna play one of the Beatles in the Beatles movies. Is he gonna play John Lennon or something? Yeah, I watched the Iron Claw. That was great. That gave me some appreciation for like the artistry of wrestling. And then I also watched Glow on Netflix, the glorious ladies of wrestling, I think is what it stands for. And that was good. That had Alison Brie in it, I believe. So I enjoyed that. Or is it Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling? It's some G. It's either Glorious or Gorgeous.
Good.
Oh, I really need another Zeus and or Apollo boon. Just to like send this build to the next level, you know? Or Hermes as well.
Rocky, use that beak.
Nice, got a lot of scales there. See, that's not what I'm looking for right there, but it is something that I'm probably gonna take.
You two get along quite well for twins.
I feel like twins usually get along pretty well. I feel like it's just like siblings don't usually get along well, but I feel like twins are like the like niche of like typically most twins I've ever known get on pretty great. They're like basically just they're each other's best friends. I mean, they have their differences, just like any siblings do, but, you know, it's like... I just thought, like, okay, that's a strange, a little bit, not an insane comment, just like, you know. I don't think that Millennium needs to be, like, institutionalized? That's the word.
We'll have to do this again.
But, you know, I do feel like twins get along pretty good on a base level.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Security system.
Here he comes.
Ow. All right, I need a Zeus or an Apollo, please. Zeus or an Apollo. It's already a really good run. I just want to send it to the next level, you know?
The messenger.
What's up, King? Oh, we got the Apollo. Let's go. Okay, please expand in size. Damn, do I have 500 mana? That's the Medea pickup right there. That's what that is. Wizard. I put someone in a full Nelson and have been put in one that is 100% a thing you can use to immobilize someone. Yeah, and then you put your own spin on it and you call it the damn Venn diagram. I'm gonna hit you with the Venn diagram.
Hear me, on my authority.
Hit it with the beep boop beep boop. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Supernova. Absolutely giant. If I can get the Zeus boon that makes it so double lightning strike, it's always what I'm hoping for with the Zeus boon, dude. It's always what I want. Or we could end up with another Apollo, I guess. Well, at the very least, I know I'm buying this. What's up, guy?
How's everything with you and Geron been, now that the underworld is no longer under Titan governance?
Oh, it's been great, which is to say it hasn't changed too much. He can't go back to ferrying Shades of the Dead until the underworld is up and running like it used to be.
My impression is that may take a while. Father is meticulous about taking stock of everything that's changed and doesn't want to rush into reopening till everything is prepared.
You lost me after doesn't want to rush, honestly. Long as your father knows he's got some helping hands available whenever he may need.
I can remind him if need be. In the name of Hades.
He likes to go fast. I'll go for Light Smite.
Protected.
Just in time.
Oh, I forgot we're on Valve Rivals. Oh, God.
Apparition.
Hit it with a Venn diagram! Uh-oh. That's not good. Ow.
on forever.
I think we're good to go. We're good to go. Except I believe that we're about to go baby mode.
You cut it out. We're not done.
I'm baby mode.
Turn back.
I'm a baby.
Undo what you have done to me at once, or I shall purge you from existence, Titan.
My, how frightening. But it is most improper for a child to speak so rudely to her grandfather. So you shall have to be punished.
I'm a baby. I'm gonna hit him with my baby fists. Oh, there you go. That's another potential wrestling character.
Cease with all your struggling already.
The baby.
What can you possibly be hoping to achieve?
I mean, they probably already did that one. I'm like saying these things, I'm coming up with these ideas, but I feel like they're probably already a thing. You can't hit me when I'm a baby. That's not okay.
Unacceptable.
Spell.
There we go.
Oh, Typhon! There is no escape!
That was amusing to behold.
Thank you.
See that, Typhon?
United in bitter fury, the father of the gods and the father of all monsters, nonetheless could neither lay claim to the sacred mountain nor raise it to the earth.
And we'll keep it that way.
Much is required to subdue the hulking, furious progenitor of all the world's monstrosities. Courage, strength, agility, a lifelong training regimen from a great witch. Perhaps even a stroke of fate. This night, at least, the princess has it all.
Return to Shadow now?
Good to have a win after a couple of runs where I,
Wakey, wakey.
Well, one of the runs was was a little bit of a self-sabotage in that I played on the highest level fear in the game, 67. I'm not being a meme lord. That's actually the highest fear in the game. Hades 2 did 6-7 first, man, you know? That's what I'm talking about.
Glad to be back here with you. But it's a new night now.
You were out a while.
Good evening, everyone. Be well, all right?
She wants some nectar. I do not have nectar.
Prometheus refuses to elaborate about your past with him, Dora. But he believes you're going to remember soon enough. My worry is you're better off not knowing.
And what makes you say that? Besides the part where I've already told you I get a not great feeling just from sounding out his name. Prometheus. Ugh. Yeah, there it is.
He gave me the impression you forgot about him and much more by choice. If that's true, perhaps it's for the best. If only for the sake of your past self.
Forget my past self, Mel. My current self is pretty caught up now in getting to the bottom of all this. Isn't there some sort of witch spell you could do to jog my memory or something?
Well, now that I know of this specific connection you seem to have, it's something to work with. But are you absolutely sure it's what you want?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be something good.
I'll take your word for it.
Hopefully I got the fated choice for bringing Chaos's thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, take the embryo all the way to victory. Okay.
Whatever pact you formed with Chaos shall be sealed.
Nice. You know, hearing about the story of Pandora, it's kind of like one of those situations where it's just really not her fault. Because they gave her the box, right? They gave her Pandora's box, which contained all the evils in the world, and said, don't look inside this box. But they also gave her, like, Zeus's curiosity or something like that. And it's like, bro, if you don't want her to open the box, then why are you doing that, man? That doesn't make any sense. They set her up to fail, exactly. It's kind of not her fault.
I may have a new request.
The gods are assholes. And then they'll be like, whoa, what did she do? She's the reason that all bad things exist. Bro, it wasn't fair, man. The cards were stacked against her, dude. Her fate was already predetermined.
You're here, Lord Charon. Ordering this.
Anyways, crashing out for a myth on behalf of a myth right now. Dora, I got you something.
Hey, cool it
That's
with
for
the
you.
nectar, would you, Mel? Ever since we tried ambrosia, I've been cultivating a much more sophisticated palate for a shade. No more cheap stuff.
Dora, the nectar of the gods can hardly be considered cheap. Most mortals go through the entirety of their existence without so much as a taste. And you don't like it.
You know, I do, but it's a little on the sweet side for me. Though, I appreciate you treating me like royalty.
Like a spirit of unfathomable power.
And can we do that,
Dora's memory isn't gone.
we could just give it to her. Okay. All right, let's do it then. Compelled the shade called Dora to remember something about her long-forgotten mortal days.
Dora wishes to remember. She's ready. My true friend Dora, for you this is aimed. Regain the memories the Lethe claimed. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Whoa. Dora, wait.
What happened? Where'd she go?
Dora's gone. Just needs a little time.
To process. I get that. She did get hit with the truth, the very heavy truth of all bad things are my fault.
Ready to come out?
All bad things that mortals ever deal with, ever, just kind of, my bad.
You'll flourish here.
I'm a Pandora apologist, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
The fire thief Prometheus insists on barring your path toward the mountain summit still. What nonsense has he filled your head with recently?
He seems to bear a deep sense of responsibility and guilt for mortal kind. I'm concerned he aims to spread dissension in our ranks. Some shades who serve our cause must harbor sympathies.
It sounds to me as though you are beginning to harbor such sympathies yourself. Do not be deceived by his lofty claims. He sided with our enemy and made that clear.
Yes, understood.
Did it again.
I guess we can't really give anything to her. What happens if I do give her a twin Lurs, though?
Say, would you accompany me to the riverbank a bit? Blow off some steam, or maybe I could push you in or something?
Could be going after perpetrators of unspeakable evil across the surface, but you're asking me to go after some poor fish? No.
Yeah, I mean, we are at a full bond, apparently, so... I don't know. I was just kind of curious if gifting had anything in the post... bond era.
Been hunched over that cauldron so much. At least your craft is finally doing something around here. So much toiling with no results.
Our craft is typically about the self, and such results tend not to be immediate. Though I appreciate you noticing.
Yeah, well...
When last we spoke in the taverna, I didn't mean to shame you for your musical tastes. I just had no idea that Skilla could be taken seriously by anybody, much less you.
Think nothing of it. Siren music's an acquired taste. Acquired by all those who sailed in their vicinity whilst I was home. Incessant drivel, though, that's all you think it is?
Well, perhaps I was a bit uncharitable in my assessment. It's just... I have trouble separating my disdain for the performer from the quality of her craft.
That's tough.
It must be very catchy, eh?
Aye.
Oh, I'm excited to use these.
Stand around, all right?
So these are going to be cool because they have this cool ability where you use an attack and then you use a special, and then if you use an omega attack, it does a lot of damage. It's like completing a ritual. So you'll do like this. I wonder if it works with the cast, actually. It does work with the cast as well, okay. But yeah, attack a special, and then it doesn't really matter which, just an omega move, and you get it off.
You know,
Seems
I've
like
always
fun.
wondered about all those commendations that you wear. Which was the first you earned? Which means the most?
Oh, you mean these little numbers here? One of these I've had since the Siege of Ilium. Speared many a guy for that one. The others are from campaigns across the land.
Which sorts of campaigns?
Across the land, I said.
Across the land.
I'm huge.
The gifts of the Veil.
Huge.
Thank you for having faith in him and me.
Do it all for him. Well, that's the end of this episode of Hades. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy watching, a like and a comment goes a long way. And as always, more Hades 2 to come very soon.